To the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready, ready. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. So don't say nothing. Check 6 guard.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check 26, check 26. General West. Hey, exit. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Let's go. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Hit it.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ricky. Check it up. Look, squeeze. Slam. 61, match box, lights. Hey, box drop. Right.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check it backer.
Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Ready.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go.
Hey, watch the screen. Come.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, if you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Going deep here for Taylor. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. Touchdown, Falcons. A 77-yard punt return. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Tannehill. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Duke Riley, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Tack McKinley. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Freeman again, a first down carry. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready. Right 25. Get your swarm on. Hey, check. Check 99.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A first down carry for Henry. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Tannehill. And Davis with it left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Ready.
To throw is Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Gun. Motion.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
54, down.
On third down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to do. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and they will set up sharp at their own 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Base. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Throwing again. Ryan. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. This is Freeman on first and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mike 25. Mike 5-4. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's great. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. Now Ryan. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
You. Check.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard. Flat on his back. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Mike's 7.
I'm on. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Cut.
39.
54.
Get out. Let him go.
To throw again, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hey, Tuesday. Check, Mike. Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53 to Vecchio puts this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, Delta.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, come on.
Check.
On second and a yard, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40.
Mike spot 4, Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Mike spot 4. Hey, keep it up.
Hey, South.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
58.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Here's Tannehill.
And Davis has it over the middle. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Titans first down.
Tannehill now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that went really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Save.
Freeman again. And Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Taking it right down Broadway. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that will get him one closer. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear. Their fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Ryan. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Five. Mike, gun. Mike, ready to go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Check.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Bravo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
21.
Watch the slant.
Hey, watch this.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Freeman the first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Next to score, Falcons 48, Titans 14. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Takk McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another
And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, let's get second.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ready, 280, 280.
Mike 54, Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere.
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Back. Check safety.
Blue draw Corkers. Hit it.
Off play action, Tannehill. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. This is Henry, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
54, Mike 54. Here we go. Watch out.
Shoot.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Check it out, Reed.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha. 5.
Throwing on second and 14. Tannehill throwing the out route and complete. That's Davis. The Titans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he locates Walker. Complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 6-6, pull it high.
Watch the twist.
Go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
General West. Get it.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And they take a knee.
Ready, 280, 280.
54, Mike, 54. I want that. Give me that.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.